What's the Barney song? You love me, I love you. We're one big happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Don't you say you love me too?
Well, I'm not using our normal theme song this week. It's going to be that.
Welcome to Hot Garbage.
Hello and welcome back. Before we say anything else, welcome back.
We're still here. We're still alive.
We're still here. We had a 3-month hiatus because we have updates, special updates. But before we get into that, welcome to Hot Garbage, where we are the only trash talk that matters. I'm your host, Laura, and here we are, back in action.
We missed y'all. I missed you guys.
3 months to the day.
3 months to the day. So yeah, we had some things happen, sicknesses, whatever. I moved to a new apartment. We got rid of the horrible apartment. You can't see this apartment, but I am in a new place.
I was going to say you're gesturing to nothing.
Nothing.
I'm gesturing to Michelle Trachtenberg. I'm her Vanna White.
I live in her room.
Laura also has Discord Nitro, so she's gonna have backgrounds now.
Yes, I have backgrounds now. I have a new mic. I have a new headset. I have a new everything, new life, new everything.
Hell yeah.
We got out of that shitty apartment, which now that like I'm out of that apartment, I could say like all the shitty things about that apartment.
It was shit.
Yeah. We cut a lot that y'all don't know about.
Let's put it this way, because now we're not there, right? And we got our deposit back. If I have emails from them that when it gets too cold in the winter, they're like, we need you to drip your water so your pipes don't freeze. I have legitimate emails from this place.
That's not weird for us.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do.
Yeah, but here in New Jersey, it snows.
Yes. Yeah.
It's not a good sign that you're treating your cold weather like Texas does.
Right. The shower and the bath that we had, like the place was like really like nice from the outside. Like they're like, oh, we have a gate for our little community that like you come in and out of, and it's like a toll booth that like you have to swipe a little card and it comes up, and people would hit that thing all the time and take it out. I'm so serious.
Beautiful.
And so people's packages used to get stolen. We saw, for like, security, we saw like, it looked like somebody honestly like cut right up the fence and like opened it and like took a bunch of packages from like the back, and like it was like, and then like a week later the fence was like fixed again, and it's like, yeah, that's what happened.
Jeez.
We'd love to see it.
Yeah. So anyway, so the bathroom, it had like that shower tub combined that like you just like put in the wall. You know what I'm talking about?
I guess.
They come together and they're like that like fiberglass.
I mean, that's most tubs that I've experienced. Right. So
yeah. It's either that or you have tile. So yeah. Yeah. So it's one of those. But it doesn't go all the way up the ceiling because they had high ceilings. So there's about 2 feet of like drywall. And these people didn't caulk in between the shower top and the drywall. So now there's a little lip, right? Like a little inch lip that is in the shower. So it gets moldy and mildew and disgusting up there. So we went to go clean it. Our hand went through the fucking wall.
Oh my God.
There's probably mold back there. Like
there's definitely mold back there.
And it's like, what do you want me to do?
God.
Yeah. So like word got around that this place is horrible. Because friends tell friends don't move in there. Who tell their friends don't move in there. So, and the management is horrible. They're horrible. I got in a fight with them. I'm not allowed to talk to them.
She is not allowed to talk to them. Her boyfriend has to go talk to the office when they need something.
I should honestly talk about how I'm disbarred. So yeah, let's talk about that. Let me talk to you about the management. You know what? Fuck it. Let me talk to you about that management. Well, so they couldn't get people in because the management's also horrible, right? So they started running the sale where you don't have to give a security deposit. So they were just getting the people of the people, which is how we ended up getting those people in the corner. Who
What a great deal.
I know, right? Wow.
Right? Who had more people living in the apartment than were on the lease. And we know that because they would come up to the doorbell and just ring everybody's doorbell until somebody buzzed them in.
Jesus.
I'm serious.
I can't believe they gave you your money back.
They did. They really did. Because we got it back,
Mhm.
so now we can talk about it. So management is horrible. So you've gotten the gist of how this place is horrible. So the AC breaks every year.
Mhm.
And what we learned is that what they do is they just glue the Freon thing back together. So then after a year, it just breaks again.
Oh my god.
So they're just paying for a Band-Aid. They're not actually paying to fix it. So ours break, they come in. We get no communication from this guy whatsoever. He basically said, the AC guy says, well, I have to order this part, whatever. Done. The other guy says, okay, we'll be back later. Cool. That's all that happens because Keenan's here, so he doesn't ask any questions. Like, what's later? What's going to happen later? So I call the front office around, I don't know, 1 probably. And I was like, what's the plan?
Yeah.
And they're like, they said that they'll be back later. They'll be back later. I'm like, okay, great. It then hits 4:30 and they're all about to leave. I don't have AC. I haven't had AC all day. I have a dog. What am I supposed to do? What is happening? Am I getting a portable unit? What's going on? Right? So at 4:30, I call and I literally say, what the fuck is going on their answering machine? I said, you say later, it's 4:30. What the fuck is happening? If I have to make other accommodations for tonight for my dog, I need to know what's going on. Nobody's told me anything. There is no communication. What the fuck? And they come down and give me said portable unit. Great. Thanks so much. The portable unit doesn't work. They tell me I am the second person to have this unit. It is missing a wheel. It is filled to the brim with water that I have to empty. I had to empty it in the bathtub. Right. So I get the portable unit. Doesn't work very well. I get a new thing. They tell me in an email that I left a threatening voicemail and that I'm not allowed to talk to them anymore and I'm not allowed to go in the office and I'm not allowed to have any communication with them.
Just for saying what the fuck.
For saying what the fuck. So, come to find out, because of course I talked to my neighbors, come to find out that everybody's ACs is broken. You can see it all in the windows, right? So we get our AC fixed in a week. Because I yell at them and say, what the fuck?
God.
And you know what I mean? There's proof of me going, what the fuck is going on? So a week goes by, literally a week to the day, and we get a new AC. Great. Happy. Get the fuck out of my life. So we're talking to our other neighbors. These other neighbors a month they haven't had AC. These people haven't had month for Keaton's friends used to live here. And they didn't have AC for the whole summer. They didn't have it for the whole 3 months, and that's why they left.
Summer? Oh my
Wow.
gosh. How hot does it get in New Jersey?
Like it can get up to the 90s. It's humid, but like it's not as bad as like the heat with you guys, honestly. It's different heat.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
humidity
It's
is
more
like
so
another
hard
thing.
to
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So Jesus Christ, right? And so I'm sitting here realizing I got mine fixed in a week, and I got all these other people's fixed because I yelled at them to do something. So the repairman came out for the day and got a bunch of people's fixed.
If anything, she's a hero.
Yep.
Yeah, if anything, I'm a hero. Not all heroes wear capes, you know? So what I basically came to realize was they told me I'm not allowed to talk to them because I made them do their job.
God, I forgot like
There's
all the
reviews
details
on
of this story.
Yeah. If you look
God.
at reviews on the place, it's like, oh, this place is horrible. I hate this place, whatever. There's one where it's like a literal picture of the building that like it's the building. And they're like, this place is horrible. I hate this place. And they literally said, oh, you're confused. This isn't that place. They're in a different place.
Oh my god.
They're like so defensive on all their like replies. They're like, you're not a verified person who's lived there.
God. I hate
It's
that
like,
shit.
it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I hate them. But we're gone. We're in a new place. 2 bedrooms.
Oh my
Love that for
God.
y'all.
Yeah.
I'm so
Yeah.
happy for y'all.
I know. It's very nice. We're getting it together. It's starting to look like our own. It's coming together. You guys saw my rugs.
Yes.
I got new slip covers for the couch. Coming together. We're very excited about it.
I love
Very
that for
nice.
you.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't want to say what the place is just because like I don't want to ever get sued in my life.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Also doxing you and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah,
we don't need to go into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
It's somewhere in New Jersey. Good luck.
Yeah. If you live in New Jersey and you're going to move into an apartment, just ask Laura if these are the apartments and she'll tell you yes or no. More than likely it's no. But.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Slide
good
in your
idea.
DMs.
That's a good idea. Then it can be my friend is asking me for advice. How can you get sued for that?
Yeah, exactly. You're just giving your honest advice.
All right, guys. So we are new year, new us, new everything. We have decided that we want our podcast to continue to grow because we kind of hit stagnancy. That's going to be a word today. Anyway.
Sure. I think the word stagnation, but
yeah, that's exactly what it is. So we're gonna try some new stuff. We're gonna have a new format. Unfortunately, that means the retirement of motherfucking share time. Rest in pieces.
And I just finished the theme song. Damn.
You made a theme song.
No, I didn't.
Play it.
I didn't.
It would be great that like in memorandum, and it was like theme song. But the good news is that the whole thing is going to be motherfucking share time.
Yeah.
Mixed in with reality TV and all the other things that we're talking about. But we're going to do away with the recaps. It felt like it started to get, repetitive and boring. And so we're going to change it up a little bit. We're still going to talk about the shows. Not The Bachelor, because honestly, I'm going to be for real. We didn't watch The Golden Bachelorette, and then we all went.
Yeah.
That felt really healthy. And so none of us have watched The Bachelor.
I'm tired. I'm just tired of it. I have no connection with The Bachelor this season. And I had a friend that was on it. I cheered with a girl that's on the show this season. I watched her episode and I was like, I don't like this anymore. I don't like the show anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
just gone so downhill somehow. Like it wasn't like
I
don't know. Like
even the season that you joined, you started watching, Tyler, it was starting to go downhill then. I felt like it got a little bit better with Joey and Charity, but after that, it's just
we're on a backslide.
Yeah, it's just been weird.
They have to be feeling it too. Like if they're just not doing the Bachelorette at all this year. We still haven't heard anything about like Paradise or anything. So
it is gonna happen this year. It's not gonna be in the same place it's been every year. It's been in the same location every year. They got new production, so every single person on this new season, or every person on the production team for Paradise is gonna be new. And apparently the location didn't like that. They liked whoever they were working with originally, so they had to find a new place. So I'm hearing that they're going to be going to Cancun, and they have a spot down there. But
that's going to be so different.
Yeah, but they're keeping the Golden Bachelor and Bachelorette going for like us getting rid of like a Bachelorette season or getting rid of a Paradise season. Like it seems like it seems like a pattern going on. Like we're not going to get all three of like how we used to get the Bachelor, Bachelorette, and then Bachelor in Paradise anymore, because I think the Golden Bachelor, the Bachelor, is taking that from us. Mm-hmm.
Who's watching it?
People are watching it.
It is so weird to watch old people make out, you know? And like, I can't.
I truly can't see them get hurt or like feel sad. Like it makes me feel so sad, especially like if they're a widow too. Like they're putting themselves.
Oh my god, I know. It's like, why are we doing this? It feels like the wrong type of reality TV.
Yes.
Yeah.
It feels like teen mom reality TV, where it's like, I don't really want to watch these girls ruin their life.
Yeah. And like what, Jerry and what's her face got married for like a month.
Yeah, like literally.
Yes, Jerry and Teresa.
And it's like,
yeah,
I'm not into it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So we're going away with that for this season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that shit.
Until they give us something watchable, we're not going to be a Bachelor podcast anymore.
Yeah. And so we all feel like watching that again. We're just not doing it. So sorry. But we watch better, funner shows, and funner is going to be a word right now.
I agree.
Because I think it's more fun.
Yes.
Yes.
So anyway, let's get into number 1 on the list, which is Michelle Trachtenberg. If you've been listening to the podcast at all, if you know me at all, you know that I can't shut the fuck up about Buffy. Buffy is one of my favorite things in the whole world. Not just TV shows, things.
Yes.
She is a collage of my background right now, Dawn Summers, who she played. She died at 39 this past week. She apparently had a liver transplant like earlier that month, and there were complications from it, but the autopsy's not done yet. That's just kind of what we're all speculating, and that's like the rumor kind of around. Either way, it's tragic. I feel so bad for her. She was so young. Man, it was sad.
Yeah.
It was sad for me because I was like, Dawn.
She's only 39 years old. Like, it's so sad.
Mm-hmm.
For like as long as like I remember her being around, like I feel like that's way too young.
I know. Mm-hmm. Well, it's because like she was really young when she was Dawn. I'm wearing my Sunnydale High.
Hold up, you got blurry for a second there. Yeah. Okay, now there you go. Okay. Now you're back.
Okay, Sunnydale High School sweatshirt in honor of her.
She was also Harriet the Spy.
God, like, she was.
Yes, she was there for that long.
Mm-hmm. She was also on Gossip Girl. She was Georgina.
Mm-hmm.
The Adventures of Pete and Pete, also a good show.
Yeah.
Yes.
She was in Euro Trip. I saw,
also, great
Scotty
movie.
doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
Oh my gosh, she was also in Richie Rich's
Christmas
Wish, and that's my favorite.
Yes, she was. She was like a little girl on that. Yes, she was.
Yes, and she's in Inspector Gadget. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
God, the Matthew Broderick one, right?
Yep.
God damn.
She was Penny.
I know.
And she's our Ice Princess.
Ice
17 again.
Princess. 17 again.
The remake of Black Christmas.
Yes, she was. She was such a good character in Black Christmas remake.
I watched Black Christmas because she was in it. Because I loved her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keenan just watched it for the first time, and he was like, "Oh my god, Dawn is in this." I was like, "Yeah."
She was on an episode of Weeds. I don't even remember that.
I don't remember that either.
She is. She's like one of like she is like a kid trying to with Shane, I think.
Yeah, okay, 5 episodes. So
she was like his like little girlfriend for a minute, I think.
Yeah, okay, I remember that now.
She was a great actress. I loved her. I thought she was. I always
loved her too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm biased though, but I loved her.
Yeah.
I wish I saw her in more. I wish she like was in more stuff.
Yeah. But I love her. So sad to see her go.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Big loss to the Buffy community.
Yes.
Just want to give her moment in the sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speaking of death.
Great transition. Nailed it.
Gene Hackman. If you don't know anything.
Speaking of death.
Gene Hackman. If you don't know about it, Tyler's going to read the news source right now. You have to tell us what the news source is, and then you have to read it. I graduated with a communication degree, and I'm a journalist intern.
Okay, yeah. So this is from USA Today. It was just posted today, March 2nd, about an hour ago, or 2 hours ago, something like that. Everything's still under investigation. I'm just kind of skimming this, by the way. I'm not going to read the whole thing because it's pretty long-winded and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
sounds like USA Today.
The thing that keeps bothering me is like they keep saying there's no foul play suspected or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But then the authorities also called it suspicious. So how?
Yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Gene Hackman and his wife. I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name, baby.
Betsy something.
Betsy let's get her name.
Hackman?
Let's give her moment in the sun too.
Betsy Arakawa.
Okay. Betsy, his wife, and one of their dogs was found dead on the premises of their home in New Mexico, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Don't know what happened, but according to Gene Hackman's pacemaker, it seems like he died on like February 15th or 17th. It's one of those two.
17th.
17th. And they didn't find him until the very end of February. So they had been decomposing for about 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently carbon monoxide was not the thing that made them both collapse. They collapsed in 2 different rooms of the house.
Mm-hmm.
The wife had collapsed with like high blood pressure medication and something else around her, like Tylenol or something.
Yeah, and a space heater at her head too, which really sped up the decomposition, which is also going to be messy for the investigation.
Mm-hmm. I read one thing that said they started natural mummification. I said, okay. Okay.
Everybody keeps saying that. I'm like, that's not the word, right?
No. I feel like that's a nice way that we're putting what happened. I want to know how far they were away from other things where nobody could smell that. That was my first thought. Also, they had a dog that also passed away. They're not exactly sure why, but they had 3 dogs and 2 of them were okay. And one of them who was in the crate had died. So there's a good chance that the dog had died of like starvation or dehydration or something in the kennel because nobody could let him out.
The other 2 were found alive, like just right next to his wife.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
Yeah.
It looks like they have like a big property. I'm sending y'all a picture right now. It looks like they have a big property. And so it looks like a bunch of trees around. So they have like a really big house. a lot of trees around. I don't think anyone probably could have smelled them if they don't have neighbors right by them. And it doesn't seem like they have neighbors right by them.
Oh yeah, that's like a big compound.
Yeah, look, here's another picture.
Yeah, that's a big compound. Yeah, it makes sense why nobody knew.
Yeah. And I'll throw that into the YouTube video for people watching, just so you know.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. How insane is that?
It's
That's crazy.
yeah, fucking insane. Like
Yeah.
to not know what happened, for them to be there that long,
Yeah.
for the door to be open, and like it's just too many things lining up in a weird way. Like I don't know.
I feel like we won't know what happened for a little bit. I feel like there's a lot more to this story. And of course,
Yeah.
the investigators are not going to let the public know like some important details, but I really feel like this is going to be a really interesting case, and like a lot of interesting stuff is going to come out.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do they
Yeah,
have
this
kids?
is weird.
Very.
I'm pretty sure, but I'm not sure like together, but I think that they do have like kids of some sorts. But I'm
Yeah,
not sure together.
He
Yeah.
has 3.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like that's what I'd read before.
I'm almost positive Gene Hackman has kids.
Yeah.
It looks like him and his kids are estranged, though. But one of his daughters is saying that his death is weird.
Yeah. I mean, he was 95. His death is probably the least weird part, if I had to guess. It's everything else.
Yeah.
Some people are saying like with the wife, like maybe she found him like after his pacemaker broke and she couldn't bear living without him, so she took pills. But I just think like when I see staged murders, sometimes they just like throw pills around and stuff, and like so when I heard there's pills everywhere, I'm like, okay, that doesn't sound like a suicide.
Yeah.
And
it was heart medication.
Yeah, it was like heart medication or something like that.
So
it was like high blood pressure medication or something.
Oh yeah.
Let's try to solve this. Could she have been going to get like pills for him, and then like obviously like she fell or something like that because like the heater fell over and all that?
Interesting.
Because if his pacemaker went off, and that's like the last really known information that we have about him. And then she's surrounded by heart medication, like that all kind of lines up if you think about it.
Wow, look at
But
him.
that doesn't explain the dog being in the closet. That's the part that bothers me. Unless the other dogs accidentally shut the door somehow. Or did the dog shut the door on itself?
I just don't how this.
You know what? I know dogs that get out of crates very easily.
Yeah.
And like can open doors and stuff, so.
But then the front door.
Yeah, the front door's weird.
So.
Yeah, like did the dogs open and close a bunch of doors? Like
yeah, that. Yeah,
also, like I feel like so many people, especially rich people, have cameras all like, and they have like a big house like this. I feel like they have cameras everywhere. Where the fucking camera footage?
Yeah, like they live on a compound. Like there has to be some footage of something.
They're older people though. Like I mean, they have people set all that shit up for them and stuff like that. But
so much money.
I couldn't. I don't think they'd need anything like inside, especially if it's just them two there all the time.
Yeah, but like I mean, like even a Ring camera can let us know what happened with the front door.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
And they probably have a Ring camera. Like I feel like my grandparents have a Ring camera, but my aunt lives there, so maybe that's why.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm excited to see what happens. Not excited that they died, but I'm excited to see what happens. And if it ends up being nothing, like that's fine, you know.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, just all of a sudden, like I just started putting the red wires to each other and stuff like that, and I was like, maybe
like the Charlie Day.
Like, in the back,
all the math numbers and stuff just going by me.
So he's smoking a cigarette, like explaining what's going on.
Everything goes back to Pepe Silva.
Oh my god! Let's get out of here before you say something else. All right, so the three of us also watched Nosferatu this week. Well,
Great
Stephanie
movie.
watched it a while ago.
Yeah, I watched it a while ago. It's a little blurry in my head. I think it's been about a month, but I think I remember it.
And this is going to get
me and
contentious.
Yeah.
Me and Tyler recently saw it. I'm going to tell you right now, I hated it.
And you're wrong.
I don't think I am. I think that there's a lot of reasons that I didn't like it. One of them being I was expecting something completely different. Because like when I think of Nosferatu, like I know the story, I know the old stuff, I know the books, you know what I mean? So I was expecting something different and more horror-esque and more jump scary and like actually like blood and him eating things and more gore, I would say too. I was expecting like all of that.
Okay.
And that's not what I got at all.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I definitely saw it as more of like a monster movie than like a horror movie, but
yeah, I see it that way too.
Yeah. So it definitely, I think that has a lot to do with why I didn't like it all that much because it wasn't what I was expecting at all.
Okay, that I can understand then.
Yeah. It has a full story. You know, like a full circle story, and like you understand, like it finishes. There's no unanswered questions, which is great. Like I hate when that happens. You know,
Yeah.
like the movie also leaves you with something, which I always kind of like because, like, you know, like if you don't talk about a movie after you're done with it, then like, what is that? What is there really? You know?
Yeah.
Does it stay with somebody? What is it really?
Yeah.
How this stayed with me is what I have a problem with. Also, as somebody who, you know, writes, you know, like I'm a writer, like that's what I do, right?
Mhm.
Edit, I write, that's what I do.
Yeah.
The story feels like kind of like cop outs in a lot of ways. Meaning like there's a lot of lull parts where they could have had things happening but chose not to, so then it kind of drags on. Also, I feel like the ending is kind of a cop out. It's just like that's what you came up with.
I mean, I liked it better than just the husband just going and killing a vampire. Like,
right. No, like I'm happy that it wasn't just like, you know, like the typical like whatever.
yeah.
But the fact that like the whole movie was leading up to spoilers. Fast forward if you don't want to hear it.
Yes. Tyler will insert when you can listen back.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe if we remember.
Yeah.
I've got notes. We're good.
Okay. You know, like how she was basically raised and groomed to be the reason that he dies. And it's because he has sex with her and feeds on her and doesn't realize what time it was, so then the sun comes and gets him. That is a cop out to me. As a writer, as an editor, that's sort of just like, that's how you're going to give the conclusion to me. Like, that's what you're going to do. Like, this whole thing, we're feeding on the husband. I understand why you called for the husband. I understand, you know, that we had the boss as like the middleman who set up the whole thing, his like Igor, you know what I mean? I get all that.
Yeah.
But the cop out at the end of it just being that is sort of like, you built up all of this and then it just was that.
See, I didn't really feel like it was a cop out. Like I thought it was a pretty good way to handle it because it's not a typical like, you know, damsel in distress story. Like she's essentially sacrificing herself to save her husband, who's the one that she actually loves and stuff. Which I mean, yeah, you can say that's repetitive and stuff all you want, but
Cliche.
like, yeah, but I don't know. I felt like there's a lot of like endings I would have expected this movie to go, but the way that they handled it with him just being like so fucking obsessed with her and stuff that he just doesn't even notice. Well, he does notice the sun coming up, but then she's like, "No, keep going," and then he just fucking dies. Like, I don't see it as a cop out, but I can see what you mean, but I don't agree with you though.
That's okay. I don't really, I feel like that they said a lot and didn't say anything at the same time. There were a lot of scenes where they said a lot and didn't say anything at the same time.
Okay.
And for me, I hate that. Like, if you're going to give me dialogue, if you're going to give me give me a reason to be here. But I think also plays to like it being like longer than it probably should have needed to be, like that could have been a 90-minute movie.
Yeah, I don't think it would have been as good as a 90-minute movie, but
I think it would have been an okay 90-minute movie. I don't think that we needed all of that.
There were some parts that I was like, wait, what happens? Like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Like when Aaron Taylor Johnson's wife died, I was like, wait, when did she die? Like, I don't remember like this happening. So like maybe I just like wasn't paying like as good of attention.
Well, she got the plague.
Yeah, she got the plague, but like
it was all the rats that came over with him.
Yeah.
He brought the plague.
Dying. And then
he defiled the corpse, which was disgusting.
Also, like, how did he pick her? Like, at the very beginning, like, how did he decide her? Like, how did that happen?
Yeah, okay. That I can understand. Like, that was kind of out of nowhere. It's just her saying she wants somebody in her life or whatever, and then just this random German voice starts talking to her.
Yeah, like, I'm like,
but like she'd been having those night terrors like months, years earlier, so I took it as like her destiny was like always this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or maybe like a quote unquote possession of sorts, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of looked at it like a prophecy.
Okay. I mean, you know more about the Nosferatu story, like you were saying. I know of him, like I know who Nosferatu is, but I'd never gotten to like the lore of it or anything like that. So
yeah,
you'd know more about that part than I would.
Yeah, so I took it as a prophecy. Like her prophecy was always to be his death.
Okay. Makes sense.
Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's how I took it.
I just need to know if Willem Dafoe's okay. Like, I'm pretty sure he set himself on fire, but I don't want that to be the case.
I mean, me and Keenan were watching it and we were like, yeah, no, he definitely set himself on fire.
Yeah.
Like,
just anytime Willem Dafoe is just like a crazy old man with an accent is great. Like,
I loved him.
I fucking love the Lighthouse.
He was probably my favorite part of the movie. It also had a lot of comedic relief, which I was a little like taken aback by. Like there were certain like one-liners that they had that were like really funny, and I was like, that was funny. So I did like that. Like I like comedic relief in like my horror movies. I think it like is needed.
Yeah, agreed.
Like Lily Rose Depp, I can't.
She's good.
She was good. I don't know if I like her all the time, but I did like her in this role. I thought she did a very good job at like, especially the, I guess, possession scenes and stuff.
Oh yeah,
those were really really good.
I was like, you get your Jack Quaid on. That's right, you become a good Nebo baby.
When that one part where like she starts like fighting with her husband and stuff, like pleading for him to like stay or whatever, and then just all of a sudden turns on him like, you could never satisfy me like he did.
Oh my god, she's like crawling on the ground. She's like crawling on the ground. Me and Keenan were watching it on the new TV. We got a new TV because we moved in. And we got a new 55-inch TLC TV. And so we're looking at it and we can just see all the drool like coming down their face. And we're like, is this what it's supposed to be? Or is this just the new TV? Like, is it
That's great.
Yeah. She was very good in it. I was really shocked because The Idol was terrible.
Yeah, that's why I'm like on the fence if she's a good actress or not. I mean, like this, or if I like her as an actress, but this movie, I did really like her.
Yeah, I agree. I think she did a good job in this movie. I think everybody kind of was pretty good in this movie, and I love William Dafoe. It's just like little things about the story that piss me off.
Yeah, I can
And
understand that.
I love Aaron Taylor Johnson. Please set that man free.
I know. Do you guys remember that old movie? It was like Angus Thongs and Perfect Snogging, and he was in it, and he was the love interest, and he was like the bassist of like that band, and everybody was like, "Oh yes, that's
yes." Oh my god, I love him so much.
Oh my god, me and Keenan. Speaking of like people that like make you die, right? So me and Keenan are watching Dexter. I've never seen it before. And he's basically watching it. I'm just like on the couch because we have a new TV that's really nice. And why wouldn't I sit there and watch something on a really nice TV? Yeah. So I'm watching it with him, and Desmond Harrington comes on, and he's the guy from Wrong Turn with Elijah Dushka.
Oh my god, I love that guy. What's his name? Chris or something in there?
Yeah, but his real name is Desmond Harrington. And he has like those beautiful blue eyes. Well, in Dexter, he has like a crew cut, and he has like tattoos, and he has like the button up with like the collar that's like a little popped, and like the 2 buttons. And he was just like talking to this woman, and he was just like talking to her. And I was like, if I'm her, I'm like, okay. What do you need? You want me to come with you? Okay. What else? You want all my stuff? Okay.
I absolutely
Keenan was dying because I was like, I literally would give him everything. I would be like, what do you need? What do you want? Everything in my life sounds good.
He's so cute. I love him.
I know. Did you look up a picture of him in Dexter?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've seen Dexter a couple times. I want to rewatch it so I can watch. I was a weirdo and I watched it when I was like in high school. So
I've never seen it, but like there's certain things that I've like put together, and Keenan keeps like looking at me, and it's because like, you know, like I know how a story is written, and that's really what the problem is. And so we're watching it, and I was like, Rita's gonna die, isn't she? Oh. And he's like, what? I was like, Rita's gonna die. Like he's like, we're setting this up that he's gonna have like this whole family and the kids and Rita, and Rita's gonna die. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and I'm gonna be honest. So like, as we're getting farther and farther into the show, right? We're like season 3 now. Don't tell me if this one's true, because he won't tell me either, because I asked him not to. Okay. But I was like, yo, are they gonna kill kids in this show? It totally feels like that they're about to kill all the kids in the show.
I've never seen an episode of that show, but from what I've heard, I can probably tell you yes.
Yeah. I'm just like,
can't remember.
That's what he keeps saying too. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, they kill the kids.
The younglings.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah, don't say it, but
I can't even look at you.
But I think that's what my problem with Nosferatu was. Is just, it was kind of like a cop-out for me.
Okay, I can understand that then.
Yeah.
Your initial reaction to it was a lot worse.
I know. Like, you were like, that movie disgusted me. And I was like, oh.
I was ready for a fight.
I know. I have another background.
Right after,
I'm ready to go.
I would with you right at like watching the sex scene. I was like, what the fuck am I doing here? I was like, why is this happening? Why is this a thing? Why do we need to watch this? What the fuck? But after sitting on it for a day, I wasn't as mad about it. I was like, okay, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't think it was that bad. Or like thinking about it from before. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so let's all give it a 1 out of 10.
No.
I mean, not a 1, but like the scale.
Oh, okay. I thought you were just making the decision for us. Like, let's all just give it a 1 out of 10.
And then I realized I was like, okay, let's do a sliding scale. Okay, so let's rank it out of 10. I'm gonna give it yeah, I'll give it a 5. It was mid.
I'll give it somewhere between a 7 and an 8.
That's disgusting.
Nah.
Go ahead, Stephanie.
I'm gonna give it 7 bats, because bats are like vampires. So
sure you don't want 666?
That's a good one too. But I'm gonna do 7 bats because I enjoyed it. It's not my favorite movie. I thought it was good. It wasn't terrible.
Okay.
Stephanie turned into
I'm the only one who gave it an honest ranking. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm the only one who gave it an honest ranking.
Let me give it an honest ranking.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the movie.
It was mid. It was mid.
You're mid.
Are you fucking kidding me, you piece of shit? That's so fucking mean. Take that shit the fuck back.
I don't mean it. I just wanted to start the fight.
Fuck.
I wanted to see that picture.
Never. Listen, you're like, I didn't come. You're like, I got offended. It wasn't like, okay, fucking -2.
You act like I would have like said anything to that. It's like, yeah, you're right.
All right. Speaking of a -2, let's talk about James and Allie from Vanderpump. Let's do it.
Fuck
we
James.
are James apologists. I am a James apologist, and I always have been. And so that's why I feel the need to speak on this, because I won't apologize for him for this. Good people do bad things, and that's what I'm going to stick to. I feel like whatever happened, he lost his way. He might not have been sober. We'll never know. But I would like to say that I hope that he gets his shit together. I'm very happy that Allie left him. If I had to pick one person, I would pick Allie in the fight. I'm very happy that she left.
Yeah.
I'm happy that, she's okay and everything's good.
Yeah.
James, I can't believe you fucking did that. Why are you doing this to me? You're making me feel fucking stupid.
I feel like Allie did make it seem like the initial reports and stuff were like overblown. But I am so glad that she left, because she said he's been struggling with stuff. And
I still think that she still believes that what the media was doing was probably still overblown. Like, I don't think she lied when she said that.
Yeah.
But I do think that she saw problems and said, this isn't. No. Yeah. And I'm proud of her for walking away. Especially given her age and everything. Like, I'm proud of her for walking away. You guys had a house together, pets, everything. And she said, nope.
Yep.
So for those of you who don't know, James and Allie are a couple, used to be a couple on Vanderpump Rules.
R.I.P.
Old cast, we now can say.
Speaking of death.
Yeah. And James has been known to have sobriety issues, and when he's not sober, he does fucked up things, and it seems as though that's what happened this time, and it seems as though he and Allie got into a fight. He, grabbed her arm. Cops got called. He got taken and got arrested, hung out in the drunk tank, posted his bail. They were, trying to work things out, but she had moved out, and then they decided they were going to break up, and it's James's fault. I'm sure he knows that. You fucked up. Stop being a
problem.
Dick. Yeah.
You have a problem, dude.
Yeah.
And we've said that before, that he's great when he's away from alcohol. And we've said it before that man should not drink a stitch of alcohol, and we believe that. And this shows that.
He needs to stay sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they initially say, he, threw her to the ground or something like that? Or, had her by her neck or something?
I don't really remember what it was, but it ended up being that he just kind of grabbed her arm.
Yeah.
I remember the arm grabbing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sucks, because it's not the first offense. And if it was, maybe things would have been different. But
But Allie's
repeat patterns.
Yes, exactly. Allie's doing what Ariana Grande did with Mac Miller. Mac Miller was an addict as well, and I guess I don't know if something bad happened, but something happened to. And also, I think she cheated on him with Pete Davidson, but that's beside the fact that he had issues and he didn't want to deal with them. And Ariana Grande did leave. That's what she says is the reason why. And so that's the same thing that Allie did, and I'm proud of her. She's really young, and if he can't change for her, then he needs to change for himself, and she does not need to be there while he does that.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. So yeah, I felt like we needed to talk about it because I'm a James apologist.
When was that? Was that back in December? How long ago was that?
Yeah,
that was a while
ago.
Yeah.
It's been a minute, guys.
Yeah.
So much more has happened.
No, luckily. So there is a show that's been going on for a couple weeks now. I caught up on all of it literally within 2 days because I'm a psychopath, as we know. Stephanie's been watching it. Tyler's an episode and a half in. It is Traitors season 3. Keenan was actually watching it with me, and he didn't like the other 2 seasons, but he really likes this season. So that says something.
Yeah, I had started season 1 like sometime last year, and I think I got like 1 or 2 episodes into it, and I just kind of forgot about it. But I'm liking this one way more than I like the beginning of that one. So
yeah,
I think this one's good.
Yeah, this is a very good season. Gabby is absolutely hilarious.
I fucking love Gabby Wendy. She is one of my favorite bachelorettes ever. She's such a funny person.
I love that her sense of humor like gets to shine here, and that other people, because like the like Big Brother and like Survivor like Twitter groups or whatever, they love her, and it's because of how funny she is. And all I could think about is there's like this one, Tyler, you haven't gotten there yet, but there's this one episode where they get like basically like bugs put on them. And she is so fucking funny the whole time. She's like as calm as could be. She's like, it's okay to be afraid. Just let the fear in. And they're like dousing her with like mealworms and like crickets. And she's like, it's okay to be afraid. And she like has her eyes closed the whole time. And you look at her and Carolyn, because they have to hold hands as like partners. So she's holding Carolyn's hand, who's her partner, as hard as she can. Their hands are purple. You can see how hard they're holding each other's hands. And
God.
So she's like very calm, like her eyes are closed. She's like, it's okay to be afraid. And then they put this python, like ball python snake on her, and she goes, fuck! Like she just loses all resolve that she had.
That was so funny, but I was so proud of her. She made it through.
She did. She did it so good. It was so funny. She in this latest episode did such a good job.
She's so good. Oh my gosh, she's such a great player.
Oh my God, Danielle was coming for her and was like, Gabby, you're the traitor, whatever. And Danielle's really the traitor. And so Danielle's like, you're the traitor, you're the traitor. And she goes, no, I'm not. And she like, whatever she says to her, she just absolutely wipes the floor with Danielle. And so basically like how it goes is at the end of this episode, this newest episode, they all vote, and it's between Ivar, who's the Lord in Britain, and Danielle. And it is a tie the first time around. So then they have to do a revote, and it's after they like pledge their like they basically have to like say like I'm not a traitor, whatever. Brittany looks at Dolores. Dolores makes a face.
Like she's going to vote for Danielle.
She makes a face like this is pretty compelling.
Oh, okay.
And so Brittany takes it as this is pretty compelling, and I think I'm going to vote for Danielle. But really, Dolores was thinking, I'm sticking with my vote.
Yes.
And so Dolores puts her vote up, and it says Ivar, and Brittany's face was like, what the fuck do you mean?
Yeah, her face, like her jaw opens up so much, and she's just like, and then it goes to commercial, and then like it comes
back. And they read all the other votes, and then it comes down to Brittany's vote, and Brittany is like, oh my god, she won't show who she voted for. And then it cuts, and we have to wait until next Thursday.
Damn.
I personally think that Brittany voted for Danielle. I think Brittany changed her vote, and she voted for Danielle. And Brittany's about to be the only traitor right now.
This is the only episode this whole season where they did not show who they were voting out as a traitor. And so I really feel like it has to be a Danielle, and that's why they're not showing it to us.
Yeah. I think she voted out Danielle, and I think that like she re-betrayed her, like how it happened in Reindeer Games, and that's like the story that they're portraying. I really, really do.
But the fact that I cannot believe everyone is not believing that it is Danielle. Like I don't know what they're seeing in real life, but
they're like
really
it's not
weird.
Danielle, and everybody's like, are you kidding me? And Danielle is playing like a horrible game. She is
She's
so
horrible.
erratic. She is like doing like the wrong thing at the wrong times. Do you remember the one challenge where it was like there's like a challenge that goes on, and basically like you have to go answer like this question about a riddle, and you have to smash like this urn, and if you get it right, you get to pick a face off the wall, including your own, and put it on the wall for the shield. But there's only 2 spots, so when the 2 spots are filled, then you start taking people off the wall and stuff like that. So Danielle doesn't pick herself. She's a traitor, and she doesn't pick herself. And then she takes off Derek's picture. Derek and Danielle have a podcast together. They are good friends in real life. And Danielle takes fucking Derek's face off and trades it with Dolores.
What the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, she's the only person that didn't
pick herself.
Yeah, she's the only person that didn't pick herself. And if I remember correctly, I've been watching like every week, so it's been a while since I watched that episode. But if I remember correctly, then she won again, and so she wins again, and she goes and gets, because everyone's like, that's fucking weird. So she's like, oh, everyone's saying it's weird. So she goes and gets the shield for herself, doesn't she?
No, she picks up Derek. She then picks up Derek, who she's taken off the wall, and she takes Derek off, and she puts the face on whoever it was, but then she has Dolores and Derek up there. And then it's the last question, and Brittany was waiting for the last question, and so was Sierra. And so the last question comes, and she goes, and Danielle tries to stand up, and it was like, Danielle, what the fuck are you gonna do up there for a third goddamn fucking time?
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, so she's playing really bad.
Oh my gosh. And then last week this season has had a lot of traitor on traitor battles. Fights. And so first Bob the Drag Queen and Boston Rob, and then now last week or 2 weeks ago it was Carolyn, right?
Yeah,
Carolyn and Danielle, who are both traitors. And somehow Danielle like convinced everyone that Caroline was the traitor, which I mean, she did do a good argument, but I thought Caroline had a good argument too. And they voted her out, and then Danielle acts like a fucking idiot and starts like bawling like she
didn't just absolutely throw her under the bus. And she's like, I heard you threw my name out there. And she's like, no, I didn't. And like, she really doesn't think that she did, but she 100% did. And she's just like, and she like for half the season was like going to get revenge for Bob the Drag Queen. And it was just.
And then she's like fucking crying like this. Like
she like cries all the time.
Yeah. She's like.
And she keeps shaking.
Yeah. And I saw an interview with Sierra from Summer House, who's also on Traitors. And when she saw that episode, she's like, she saw the episode, she's like, she didn't really die. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
yeah, she literally, Sierra said that on the one thing, like, she's like, you know, she really isn't dead, right? Like,
you brought up Boston Rob.
Yeah.
Is that whole like masked person with the handshake thing? Is that like something new that they did, or has that been a thing?
Yeah, no, that's new. They've never done that.
Yeah, I feel like it was a mistake to reveal who they were before taking the mask off, or before like shaking Alan Cummings' hand or whatever. Like, I get why they did it to like kind of play up some drama of people who know who he is and stuff like that. But I feel like
like that first deal in the very beginning. Okay, I know what you're talking about.
I feel like
in the very beginning,
I didn't know. So
in the very beginning, they had Rob there because she doesn't remember. They had Rob there in the very beginning.
No, I remember. And then they had to vote like if he was going to come in or not, and they voted not to have him come in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
so then he came back like, later.
And everyone's like, he's such a like strong competitor and stuff like that. Like, we don't want him in here or whatever. I just feel like it would have been way better if they didn't know who it was until someone's like, yeah, bring him in.
Yeah, I agree.
I have a question for you, Stephanie, because I don't know. I don't think Tyler's gotten there yet. Do you think that Bob the drag queen really threw Rob under the bus? Boston Rob.
No. Oh, no. I don't think so at all. I think.
Oh my God, I
Rob was
know.
I think he was being paranoid. Yeah, like
Oh my
I just
God.
remembered what was going on. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I don't think so at all.
Oh my God. So basically, Rob goes after Bob the drag queen because Bob the drag queen says at one point, well, we need to look at the 3 new guys because one of them are probably a traitor. And so Rob took that as you're calling me out and you think I'm a traitor.
Yeah.
And so he gets everybody to vote for Bob the drag queen. He gets Bob the drag queen out. And so then Carolyn and Danielle are like, well, what the fuck? Like, why would you do that? Like, you're going to come after us. And he's like, no, he came after me first. And then they explain why. And they're like, well, you never really said your name.
I feel like that is such a Boston thing.
It is. It
is. Just even a slight, like, something that could be considered like a call out or whatever. Just call me a fucking traitor.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't think that he called him out at all. And I think that Rob was paranoid and he just freaked out.
I agree.
Yeah, but it's very good. The season's great if you haven't seen it. We're enjoying it. I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
I'm gonna watch. I'm excited for Thursday. So is Keegan.
I'm so excited for Thursday. The season finale and the reunion are all going to take place on Thursday on Peacock.
Oh, it is? Oh, okay. I caught up just in time.
Yes.
Same.
Yes. It's like literally right in time. Tyler, this week, there's not that many episodes. Just like watch a couple. It's really good. Like this, I think you will like. Like it is.
It goes fast good. Because they have a good cast this season.
I wasn't playing on my phone. I wasn't playing Diner Dash. I've been paying attention.
I did miss a lot because we started talking about the show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it, so I'm gonna keep watching it.
Cool. So we have one other show that we watched this week, and it was the premiere of Survivor. I didn't know about it until the day of.
My bad.
I texted them and I was like, did everybody know that the premiere was tonight? And they were like, yeah, like you didn't. Like my mom knew too. I was like, no idea. So we're not going to recap it. We're just going to talk about what happened. I really love the 3 guys. I don't even know what tribe it is, but they called themselves the California Girls.
The Purple Tribe.
Yeah. I love them because I started singing California Girls in my...
Oh my gosh, me too.
I was like, California Girls are undeniable.
The green team is called like Vola or something like that. And I just keep, every time they show the name, I think vulva.
Yep.
And it's like, I just keep thinking about that.
That's hilarious. I really like the 3. I like them. And I also, the girl who's autistic.
I forgot her name.
She called herself autistic. Nobody come for me.
Yeah.
No, yeah. She says she was diagnosed autistic.
It's like a K name or something, isn't it?
I don't know. I'm over here thinking it's Amber.
It might be.
I get everybody's wrong. I thought it was like Sarah, but I don't think so. It might be like Stephanie or something.
No, Stephanie went home. She was on the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she paired up with Joe, and I remember Joe's name because Joe's the dad.
Yeah.
And when she paired up with him, oh my God, wasn't it? So when he paired up with her, I was like, good job. I don't even think you paired up with him on purpose, but he's going to die for you. And then Keenan's like, you think so? I was like, yeah, like that's his type. Like he's that type of dude. And then in the next thing, he's like crying and he's like, I will die for her.
I feel like this season already started off like so wholesome that
I know
it's gonna get so fucking messy soon.
I know.
Yes, I know. It does seem like that, and I'm excited.
Yeah. I don't really have anybody that like really stood out to me. That I like really was like, oh, you're my winner pick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's actually a pretty likable like
cast.
Yeah, except for Steph, I did not like her.
Yeah, I'm very happy that she's no longer around.
I wanted her to be the one that got voted out. I was expecting it to be Say.
I really thought it was going to be Say, because I was like, Say would make sense because she's like obviously a way bigger threat. Like, really.
I think it was going to be Say. I didn't think they were going to change the vote to be anything but Steph. I think everyone was annoyed with her. It seemed like.
I think that we didn't see what it was like living on the island with her. And that's really that.
Yeah,
if you're starving, do you want to hang out with Say, or do you want to hang out with Stephanie?
I know Say came out like way too hard out the gate and stuff like that. So I was like, she's going home.
Yeah.
No, I think she's eventually. I think eventually she's going to rub people the wrong way with how aggressive she's kind of playing.
Yeah.
Like right now, I think everyone was annoyed with one certain person, so I think it was like pretty unanimous. I think the only person that liked her was Mary, who I actually do like. Mary.
Which one's Mary?
She was the girl with the bangs. She was the one that was
all
always
the same tribe as Stephanie.
Yeah, the one that was always hanging out with her.
Okay.
She's so cute. I love her.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I think she's super cute. So
she's so cute.
Yeah, I think that she's like nice too and an includer. So that's why she was like, she does hang out with Stephanie because obviously everyone's hanging out with themselves. Yeah. But now I feel bad that she's she's on the outs.
I feel like she's nice enough that she can like just be like, I just didn't want to exclude anybody. Like, I don't.
Exactly.
You could have brought me in on the vote and I would have totally voted with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that she could save herself very easily.
And the only person that was talking to her was Steph. So her and Steph were like, okay, yeah, we will vote this way, because no one else is talking to us. But I think Say is going to start rubbing people the wrong way, and then they'll probably bring Mary in, and
she could always have a moment like I think it was last season. There's that one chick who was like just way too aggressive out the gate and stuff like that, and almost went home like 2 or 3 times. And then by the time she got to the merge, she's just like, I need to know my place.
Oh, Genevieve.
Yeah. Was it Genevieve? No. Maybe it was the season before. It's like a redhead girl with like freckles or something.
Liz.
Or maybe she was blonde. No, not Liz.
Not Liz.
It may have been the season before.
Oh, wait. Or is it? There were 3 redheads that season with Kenzie and Liz.
Maybe she was blonde then. I remember her being. She started off on a yellow team, and she was just like very, like she was a lot, like right out the gate, and somehow.
Venus?
No, not Venus.
Oh.
I'll find it. Give me a second.
Did you guys vote? So there was like a little commercial, like in between the episode, and Jeff was like saying that for season 50 they're gonna have like let us vote for things, and so like this week you can vote for like the tribe colors and I think like the tribe names and like if they start off with rice or not, and if you want the finale to be pre-recorded or a live finale.
Yeah. So I didn't vote. But apparently 91% of people voted to have the live reunion. And I was like, yes, Jeff, you are the only one that feels okay having a bunch of people who just lost dollars sit there and say, how do you feel about it? You're the only one who feels okay about that.
No, yeah, I voted. I would love to see a live reunion or like a live finale. I think it's time for me.
Yeah, because you guys have never seen it. You've only seen.
It's time for me and Tyler to be able to experience that, Jeff. So please, you see what we voted. Please respect the voters' vote.
It's like a year after they were are on the island, so nobody's as bitter. Everybody is better. They've also seen like fan reactions and stuff like that. The reason that they did away with it was because this one guy was like really fucking creepy. I don't know if I ever told you about Dan, but he like was creeping out like a couple of the girls. Like he was always like touchy-feely. And so the one girl like said to him, like, he's a casting director too, ironically. And so he was like, oh, like, they were like, I don't know, like you're weird about it. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean it, whatever. So then like all the girls got together at the merge and they were like, oh, I'm feeling creepy about it too. So she like stood up and said like, this is creepy. And then they were all going to vote Dan out because the girls were feeling creepy about it. And then somehow the vote ended up switching and Kelly ended up getting blamed. And the other girls were like, oh, no, I don't feel like that. Only Kelly feels like that, whatever. And they ended up like twisting the whole thing into like a gay mood. It was very disgusting. And so basically he, at the final 6, ends up inappropriately touching one of like the producers or like camera crew or something like that. And he got immediately discharged from the show. So the live reunion, they actually pre-recorded at the live reunion because they wanted to edit and like that whole section. So that was the last time that they ever had a live reunion.
God damn.
Yeah.
How many seasons ago was that?
God, it was before Winners at War. So like 39 maybe.
Oh my gosh.
I figured out who it was, by the way. It was Emily from season 45.
Oh, okay, Emily, yes.
I don't remember her.
I just
she
sent
was,
a picture.
yes, you do.
Survivor.
She was the one who, yeah, she like called out the one guy, Bruce, who was like a returning player.
Oh, yeah. Emily.
Yeah.
I ended up liking her towards the end.
Yeah, and she had the wine when she did the, I always remember her as the girl who did the confessional, and she had the wine glass in her hand.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I thought it was last season but yeah, 2 seasons ago.
You guys have been here for a minute now.
Yeah, it's weird.
You guys voted the right way.
Yeah, like she very much had one of those moments where she was just hot out the gate, like wanting to be the one making the decisions and stuff like that, and didn't have the numbers.
Yeah, she was annoying at first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then once she made it to the merge, she's like, okay, like this isn't working. I need to know my place, and she just backed off. So hopefully Say has one of those moments.
You know who else I really like? Star. She's the athletic black woman on, I think, Purple. She tall. She tall girl.
Was she the one that grabbed the idol?
No, I don't know.
No. I don't remember. I don't remember people's names.
Listen, I'm taller. She's taller than some of the boys on her team, and I can't wait to see her. I think they were saying that she's like an athlete.
Okay, yeah, Star Toomey. Okay, I know her now.
Yeah, I'm excited to see her. Man, she's so tall.
Yeah.
I think that's why I like her so much. I'm like, man, be my Amazonian woman. You know what I mean?
There's a group shot in this like article that I'm looking at right now. They have her in the front on her knees, and she's still up to the person behind her shoulder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. She's tall. I'm excited. I like her.
Yeah, she's almost up to Joe's shoulder.
The guy, I don't know his name, but the one with the speech impediment.
Oh yeah.
He said that, not me. Again, don't come for me.
I mean, anybody who's seen the show knows, like, these are things people have said. You're good.
I just feel like I need to say that to everybody. Like, don't fucking come for me. I think that he's gonna do very well, because me and Keenan at first, when like Jeff asked him the question and it took him like a minute to get through it, I was like, oh, I feel bad for him. Like, how are you supposed to communicate to people? And then once I heard him like actually just talking to a person, he was fine. And I was like, oh, okay, he was nervous. It's fine when he gets nervous.
That's when it comes out.
I feel like it's a very like diverse cast this time. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's always pretty diverse, but like now we're getting into like disabilities and stuff like that. Like, I
like
just
fun.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, like if you want to go out there and you want to see how you do, like I will absolutely watch and see how you do. I would love to see how you do.
Yeah. As long as they don't treat it like Big Brother with Matt.
Don't be mean to him.
Don't give a deaf person a competition where they have to listen to music.
Yeah, I mean.
And then like that whole season you don't see scores, and then magically the next season you see scores again.
Well,
Oh,
no,
I
they
know.
kept it the top 3 or whatever.
They kept it to the top 3 though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
Ugh. That's so sad. I still can't believe they did that. I hope he sued them.
I mean, fuck Matt, but
Honestly, yeah.
But I hope you sued them.
yeah.
That's a good lawsuit.
Yeah, so is that it for this week, I think?
It feels like it.
Yes.
I feel like that's it. We talked about a lot. We had a lot of fun.
That
Let
was
us
fun.
know if you like us without share time, because we had share time throughout the whole thing, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
I feel like
Yeah.
that was share time.
That was a quick hour, 15 minutes. Holy shit.
Look at that. Look at that. That means it's going to feel like a quick hour 15 to you guys, too.
We hope you liked it.
I hope that you're excited that we're back.
I'm excited we're back.
Yeah.
I'm excited we're back. We're going to be back. We're back.
Yeah, we're back.
Like the
We're so
Boston
back.
Red Sox.
It's too early.
Too early. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox fans are the only ones who got that, and they're like, "Oh shit."
Padres fans too.
Not
Sure.
really.
It's not going to be a good time for you.
No. The Cardinals suck this year. The Cardinals suck this year. The catcher that they signed for like a huge contract. They signed this catcher for a huge contract, okay? Big deal. He's taken over after our catcher that had been there for 15 seasons, and we're all like, cool. This year, he's our starting first baseman.
Aye, the Cardinals. Steph,
What are we
Stephanie,
doing?
Let me tell you what's going on with your team right now. So
Do it in Stephanie terms.
Yeah.
We'll dumb it down for you, Stephanie.
Okay, yeah. It's so the Padres owner was a really old guy who basically knew he was on his way out the door. And so yes. So he spent a lot of money.
Metaphorically.
Speaking of death. No, he spent a lot of money that he necessarily did not have to spend.
Hell yeah.
And then he died. And
the only way to go out.
Now it's a shit show between who owns the team. Is it his wife, who was actually kind of making the calls for the baseball team, or his sons? And it's a shit show, and they're probably going to be trading a lot of these very expensive people soon. So the Padres are going to get very bad.
Go Padres!
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he went out the way I would have gone out. If I knew I was going to die, I'd be like, I got a lot of money to spend. So,
Baller.
Yeah. And I'm not going to be here to see the repercussions. I'm going to spend this money.
I'm not going to be here to see the repercussions. Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it.
He went out the way I would run a baseball team perfectly healthy if I had billions of dollars to spend.
How's Anna Hyde's boyfriend?
He's at spring training. I don't know if he's going to be on opening day starter roster or anything like that, but he is playing in spring training. Like, he is getting like reps and stuff, so he is playing in the games at spring training. So it could be a positive thing for him.
Nationals, right?
Yeah. Trey Lipscomb or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Lipscomb or something like that.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody else.
If I got that right, that's creepy. Sorry.
I know Trey. That's all I.
Yeah, Lipscomb.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
He did okay last year. He played like a decent amount of games. He did okay.
Yeah, I mean,
looking at his stats.
Yeah, batting average 207, not good.
No.
1 home run though, so good job.
He walked a couple times too, I think.
Nobody else cares about this except for you and me right now.
I know. The other thing though, Tyler, is that he, you know what? She's gonna care. That she'll never listen to us, but she's gonna care. So,
we are talking about. We're marketing Trey right now. Please.
Yeah, I'm trying to help him get up and not. So they kept calling him up and down. So like you have to take that batting average with like he was there for a week and then wasn't.
I mean, negative 0.1 WAR, so it could be a lot worse.
It could be a lot worse.
But hey, Stephanie's going to be a Nationals fan this year, so
yeah, Stephanie's going to switch. Anna, wherever your boyfriend goes is where Stephanie's new loyalty is going to lie.
In my heart, number one fan. Like I've always been a fan. I am gonna go get
I know what's going on.
I'm gonna go get a jersey bedazzled with his last name on it. Whatever team he's
send
on.
It to her. If you do that, Stephanie, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a picture and we're gonna put it on the Instagram and we're gonna tag her.
Yes. Oh my god. And then she'll like put it on her story and everyone's gonna come listen to us and we will refer back to this story right here. Name this episode. Anna Hyde, listen to this one.
Listen to this whole episode for 5 seconds at the end where we talk about your boyfriend.
You have to stay around for the whole thing because the code words at the end.
I'm not gonna put her through that. I don't know the woman. I'm sure she's very
That's
nice.
our alternate title. Our alternate title in our hearts is Anna. I listen to this one.
I'll make a TikTok.
yes, make a TikTok.
There we go. There we go. Make a TikTok. Oh my god. Okay, guys, this was fun. I'm happy that we're back together.
Yeah.
What's the Barney song? You love me, I love you. We're one big happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Don't you say you love me too?
Well, I'm not using our normal theme song this week. It's going to be that. It's going to cut that, put that at the beginning.
Please. Not only do you get to listen to an hour and 15 minutes of pure entertainment, but then at the end, you get to hear Lauren's beautiful vocals.
Barney song. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. That came out like it was muscle memory. Like
I don't remember the words, so you could have been wrong, and I would have been like, "Yeah."
That was like that one time that I came out with Summer Girls LFO, and I like did the whole thing. Like that's what happened. Like, it was full muscle memory. Like
I love
that.
it. That was a fun time.
I did the whole thing. You can go find that somewhere.
It's in an episode somewhere. It might be on
somewhere
YouTube. Might just be audio only. I don't remember.
We don't remember, but it's in there somewhere.
Yep.
All right. Let's see if I can do the ending. All right. Thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok while it's still here. Instagram. What?
I think we're past that.
Yeah. Instagram. Blue Sky.
Mm-hmm.
And
I forgot we were on there.
Yep.
Yeah, and our YouTube at Hot Garbage Pod. Right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah. Don't forget to follow us there. Check us out on that YouTube. Give us some views because we don't get any views. We're new, improved. I have a new mic. I have a real mic. I got new headphones. I got new everything. New place, new attitude, new Laura. Check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Dawn
please
Summers,
check it out.
Dawn Summers is the collage. Spelled wrong in my I didn't know how to spell collage for a second there, and I didn't think about it, so it's definitely spelled college with an extra L. Had to figure it out quick, so we just spelled college with an extra L.
Love that.
It's like AA Ron, like really. All right, guys. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome back. And as always, stay trashy.